I've gotten it twice that way. I need to stop touching people that were in the bushes.
Skip2mylou, my darling.
Hi guys, it's Lou. So in today's video, we have yet another piece of news. See, these are gigantic. Look at this. And then, no, they stay on. Okay, here's the article. And I found this on a website that I actually follow their Facebook page. It is called IFL Science. And for those of you who aren't familiar with this site, IFL is short for I fucking love science. And I must say, I do. Okay, this article is titled 49 Health Facts You've Been Told All Your Life That Are Totally Wrong. Okay, let's get started. Okay, they don't have numbers here, so I'm gonna have to keep track of this myself. I don't know if I can. I'm not necessarily going to elaborate on each and every health fact. That would be a really long video, and some of them I don't think I'm going to care about. Okay, number 1 myth. Milk does a body good. I did an entire video on what happened to my body when I stopped drinking milk, and it was all positive stuff. And in that video, although I tried to be really positive about milk because I know so many people like it, but I'm not positive anymore. I'm positive that it's gross, and that is because of the numerous things I've read on milk that they contain hormones and pus. And if that's not enough for you, it actually depletes your bones of calcium when they claim it's going to do the opposite. Let's see what these people say. Multiple studies show that there isn't an association between drinking more milk and having fewer bone fractures. Anyway, if you guys want to comment below how much you love milk and how wrong I am, go ahead. I will say I enjoy cheese. Cake. Just kidding. I like cheese. I'm a Dutch girl. Number 2 myth. Eating food within 5 seconds of dropping it on the floor is safe. It's the worst when something you really wanted to eat falls on the floor. But if you grab it in 5 seconds, it's okay, right? Last weekend, when I was in San Francisco, I got these gummy bears. They weren't sour, but they had, the powdery sugar on them, and they were kind of pastel colors. I was so excited. They came in a little box, and I set that on my knee when we were outside of a coffee shop, and 5 of them fell, I counted. 5 of them fell on the floor. Wait, no, ground. Difference there, I think. Anyway, I bent over to pick those up, and all 3 of my girlfriends said, "No, don't do it." They said, "It's San Francisco. There's no way you can pick that up and eat that." And I was very sad, but I listened to them. Anyway, ground and floor, I think, have a little bit of difference. If I drop something on my kitchen floor that I was pretty excited about and wanted to eat, I will pick it up and eat it. But not if I'm in a public place. That's gross. Ooh, here's a good point. And those gummy bears were dry, so I don't know why I couldn't have eaten them. Myth-busting tests show that moist foods attract more bacteria than dry foods. That makes a lot of sense because it's kind of wet and things stick to that. But anyway, there's no safe duration of when you can eat something, 5 seconds or 5 minutes. Next, the chemical tryptophan in turkey makes you sleepy. I've heard before that that is a myth, and I think everybody kind of questions that being a myth because they get sleepy after Thanksgiving dinner, and they blame it on the turkey. It's the carbs and alcohol that you have during the Thanksgiving holiday that makes you sleepy, and cheddar cheese actually has more tryptophan than turkey. Eating chocolate gives you acne. That is false. So have all the chocolate you want. You know what does give you acne? Milk. Sugar is as addictive as heroin. I have heard that one actually, and I don't believe that myth because I'm just as addicted to heroin as I am to sugar. So it's weird. Natural sugar like honey is better for you than processed sugar. Okay, myth. Sugar and chocolates are aphrodisiac. Aphrodisiacs. Well, I guess I have heard it, but all that crap that's aphrodisiacs, how could that be real? Oysters, chocolate, sugar, how is that supposed to make you randy? Any food for that matter. I do know that in China, they think that the horn of a rhino will make their pee-pees bigger. and I'm sure the women there are all for it, but it doesn't work and you are killing rhinos. It's not very nice. Sugar causes hyperactivity in children. They say that's a myth. I think it's absolutely true. I gave my daughter a blue Slurpee when she was like 3. She didn't sleep for 3 days. She was up running around screaming. I had to let her out in the backyard to just run in circles. Skittles also does that to her. Your blood turns blue when it's out of oxygen. Okay, so not true. Humans have 5 senses. What are those? Sight, smell, hearing, touch, and taste. It's saying that there are additional senses, not only those 5, and those are balance, temperature, and time, as well as some word that I cannot pronounce. That is body awareness that helps us not walk into things. I think I'm missing some of that because I walk into things all the time. I don't know if I want to read this one, but I will. I guess as long as I'm talking about men's peepees, this myth says the hymen is a sheet of tissue that blocks a woman's vagina. Such a lovely word. It says here if a woman is born with one at all, so some are born without, that it only partially blocks. I don't want to talk about this one anymore. Eating lots of carrots gives you great night vision. You know what it also gives you? Orange palms. I drank carrot juice every day and I noticed that my palms and the bottoms of my feet were orange. Also, if you've ever fed your baby sweet potatoes or carrots, their nose turns orange. See, it says here that eating carrots is good for your eyes. Oh, it started in World War II because the government wanted to keep the existence of radar technology a secret. So they blamed it on carrots. That's why the pilots could attack at nighttime, not radar. Pregnancy gives you baby brain and makes you dumb. I don't know. I think that may be kind of true, although you become more organized because you're nesting, but you also have more things to think about and worry about. Hair and nails keep growing after death. I am fascinated by this one and I thought it was true for some time, but they don't grow. It only looks like they've grown. And the way they found this out is a little creepy, but after a person dies, their nails don't grow. It's their skin that recedes and makes the nails look longer. And I don't know if that's the case with your scalp or not. Maybe they felt like, nails and hair grow at an equal rate, which is true. It takes 7 years to digest gum if you swallow it. I know that's not true because my sister used to swallow gum all the time. She used to buy that long pack of balls with all the colors, and she would purposely chew it and swallow it. And if this were true, I think she might be dead. This mentions that the only time gum has caused a problem with gastrointestinal blockage is when the gum had something in it. And they give an example of a 4-year-old girl who had 4 coins in a wad of gum. So yeah, that could cause some problems. Your microwave can give you cancer and disrupt your pacemaker. I was alive and well when the first microwave came out, and it was a dial one. You literally had to turn it like you did a TV back then. I'm gonna switch glasses. These keep falling down. Anyway, airport security, that little detector supposedly causes cancer, x-rays. I actually have a girlfriend who, when she goes to the dentist and they want to take x-rays, she says no. And they say, oh, it's perfectly safe. She says to them, okay, well, why don't you not leave the room while I'm getting x-rays? And they don't say anything else. Next, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. If certain viruses or bacteria get into your system, eating an apple's not going to do you any good. But I have to say, I don't think that's what the adage means. I think what they mean is if you eat healthy foods on a regular basis, you can avoid getting sick. I could be wrong. I could be wrong on any of these, but I'm just reading. Drugs make holes in your brain. Uh-oh. You need to wait an hour after eating to swim or you can cramp up and drown. It's very dramatic. There's no evidence to support this claim. You might throw up though. Yeah, that's what happened when Ava was a baby. I gave her Oreos. It's fine. Anyway, I was holding her in the pool and she threw up black Oreos, and I looked around the pool to find her barf and I couldn't find it. So I got out of the pool, went into the bathroom, and there it was, down my bathing suit. Anyway, go ahead and eat and swim and barf. Taking your vitamins will keep you healthy. Nope. Everyone should drink 8 glasses of water per day. I think the amount of water that you need to drink per day kind of depends on the food you eat and how thirsty you are. Ooh, it says skin quality. It does not help skin quality. I have to disagree with that. I think it does. My face looks like a prune when I'm dehydrated, and when I'm hydrated, it's plumper. I could be crazy though. Well, I am. Carbonated water is not as hydrating as flat water. That's just silly. Yogurt will help put your digestive system back in order. It's that probiotic thing. I also hear that taking probiotic supplements really don't do anything for you, but I take them anyway because some lady on TV said to. You lose 90% of your body heat through your head. I thought that was true, especially here in Colorado, but it's not really true. The truth is, your head is the least clothed part of your body. So yeah, heat's gonna escape from that. Breaking the seal means you'll have to pee more all night. Alcohol is a diuretic, so it's already going to make you pee a lot. But I know that people say they can hold in whatever they have had to drink, but when they go to the bathroom for the first time, it's never ending. It is basically just the alcohol that you're drinking. You can cure a hangover by drinking more. I don't know. I don't think so. Hair of the dog, like a mimosa or a Bloody Mary in the morning, I have heard will make you feel better. It might, but all that does is just prolong your hangover. I know nothing about hangovers. Just one. That was all I needed. Next. Drinking alcohol kills your brain cells. Yeah, this is what I was going to say. Fetal alcohol syndrome. When the mother drinks during pregnancy, that does affect the baby's brain cells. But unless you drink tons of alcohol, your brain cells are probably fine. Beer before, God, this is all about alcohol and getting drunk. They say beer before liquor, never sicker. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. That's not how I said it when I believed that. We said beer before liquor, never been sicker. Liquor before beer, have no fear. Don't be scared. Drink it. Anyway, there is no evidence that in which order you drink your alcoholic beverages affects how sick you feel. I beg to differ. Memories lost during alcohol-induced blackouts can be remembered. I don't think I'm going to touch this one. Oh, except for if people do remember stuff after a blackout, it's just called false memories. It's weird. Myth: brown sugar is healthier than white sugar. I eat brown sugar every day in my oatmeal, and you make brown sugar with regular sugar and molasses. Sugar that's the color of dirt doesn't make it more natural or healthier than its white counterpart. Well, all right. And then they did the same, brown sugar is healthier than white sugar. So whoever was writing this obviously was trying to cure his hangover with some more alcohol. His brain cells made him put the same myth twice. Sitting too close to the television is bad for your eyes. I never believed that. No. Oh, this rumor likely started with old televisions, not the ones we have nowadays, but the televisions of yore, which produced some x-rays, but now they don't. Interesting, kinda. Vaccines cause autism. That, I think, comes from anti-vaxxers. So, and I am torn between this whole vaccine thing. I believe that kids should have their vaccines. In fact, dogs definitely should have their vaccines. I've seen what happens when you don't. But I do also believe that certain and very few vaccines aren't necessary, and companies are just making a ton of money giving those out. Eating ice cream will make your cold worse. Never heard that one. Sugar causes diabetes. Okay, the first thing it says is eating sugar in moderation won't give you diabetes. Well, does that mean eating a ton of sugar does? Let's see. There's not enough evidence to say that eating sugar is the direct cause of diabetes. Are we almost finished? How many is that? Children who drink soda are at a greater risk of becoming obese. I don't know. I have a friend who put Pepsi in her, 3-year-old's sippy cup first thing in the morning. He's very thin. He's crazy, but he's thin. I'm going to move on. Is this the last page? Let's take a sneak peek. Yes! Last page. Cracking your knuckles will give you arthritis. Not true. I think the people that knuckle cracking annoys may have made this up. And I am one person that hates to hear people's knuckles cracking. Starve a fever, feed a cold. This says it's a myth because a cold is a cold and feed a cold, feed a fever. Green snot means a bacterial infection and yellow snot a viral one. Ew. A juice cleanse will detoxify you after an eating binge. I don't see how that could be true at all. Your body does that for you. All people with Tourette syndrome yell swear words. I think we've seen on television people with Tourette's swearing because that's what they want to show because it's kind of funny and shocking. It says here, the swearing tic, which if it's just a swearing tic, I might have it, is called coprolalia. Coprolalia. Being cold can give you a cold. I've heard don't go outside with wet hair or you'll get a cold. But there is an explanation for why people catch more colds in the winter, and that is, let me read it. We spend more time in the winter indoors. Therefore, you're more likely to cross paths with someone that has a cold or a virus. Well, those are the same thing. Being stressed out will give you high blood pressure. Oh, I feel like that's true. Oh. Stress doesn't play a large role in chronic high blood pressure, but it does temporarily increase blood pressure when you're stressed. Okay, last two. Oh, the last one's, oh, okay. People get warts from frogs and toads. Not true. I did believe that when I was young. Grr. It says that they don't give you warts, but shaking hands with someone who has warts can. So ask someone, do you have warts before I shake your hand? Oh, and what gives warts to people is the human papillomavirus, and it's unique to humans. So stop blaming amphibians. Last but not least, humans got HIV because someone had sex with a monkey. I don't know, I read that somewhere, but they're saying that it did come from a monkey, but it was most likely when they were killing monkeys for bushmeat and blood on blood contact happened. So monkeys brought it to the human race. So bad monkey. So that's it for the 49 health facts that you've been told all your life that are totally wrong. Do you guys think that there are any health facts that are actually myths that this article did not mention? If so, put it down below in the comments. And if you feel like one of these myths is actually true, let's hear that as well. One thing I do know that I have heard from even doctors, that poison oak is not contagious. Like, you cannot get poison oak from someone who has it. Not true. You absolutely can. I've gotten it twice that way. I need to stop touching people that were in the bushes. Anyway, you guys, that's it for this video on those 49 health facts that are actually myths. I hope you enjoyed the video. I think you probably learned something, if not 49 things. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribed but would like to be, please hit that button down below and you'll see me very soon with more videos. Bye, guys.